I need better lighting.
Hello, Aiba and Ohno. I'm back and ready to do my challenge. Sorry for the delay. I haven't been able to make this video because of reasons. My challenge was not announced in the last video, but you contacted me about it. So my challenge is to predict our lives in 10 years. Now, you know me, and I always like to go a little further with these challenges. So I'm not just going to predict us in 10 years. I'm going to predict us in 10 years till our death. Now, how am I going to predict this, you might ask? Well, I happen to be a master of divination. However, I'm not one of those standard divinators who uses crystal balls and sage and tea and stuff. No, I use the most trustworthy of all sources. Board games. That's right, we're gonna play games. Actually, we're gonna play several, in fact. So I have a list here of all of the things I think we need to predict for our future. Things such as our future job, what our personality will be like, our goals in life at that point, who we're gonna marry, the gifts they're going to propose to us in, because it's gonna be the future and rings are probably gonna be a thing of the past. Our wedding dress color, where we're gonna honeymoon, where we're gonna live, what's our pets gonna be, how many kids we're gonna have, a picture of our life, how we will die, and who will die first. Yes, does it sound an awful lot like math to you? Well, it sort of is. It's kind of where I got the idea. So you know what? Let's just get started. I have a scoreboard here, ASO, as is our, project thing we're sort of doing on YouTube. So that means each turn in these games, it will be Aiba, myself, and Ohno. So let's get to predicting our first category, our future job. To predict this, we're going to be using some of the cards from apples to apples. And to prove I have not stacked the deck, I will shuffle them right now on camera. Shuffling. I am not a master of cards, and therefore cannot stack this deck. I have no actual poker face. Yeah, one last round of shuffle. So I'm going to pick all three at once. I'm going to pick them Aiba, Ohno, like so. Okay, here are our cards. I'm not looking at them, so you know I'm not cheating in any way. So here we go. Aiba, me, I'm not even looking at what they say, and Ohno. Aiba, you're going to be a Democrat. I'm going to be an intellectual. And Ohno, you have a great job of being a stunt person. So our next category is looking into your personality, because obviously having these types of jobs might have changed our personalities in the next 10 years. We'll be using more apples to apples cards, so these are the adjective cards. There might be a lot of apples to apples in this prediction, but it's a reliable divination thingy. To win apples to apples, you need to have 7 of these cards. We're going to draw 7 for each of us. You know what? I'm not going to do this drawing. I'm going to pull these out of a hat. Cards. Okay, that doesn't really help shuffle them, but so Aiba, this is your personality. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So Aiba, your personality will be unusual, neat, graceful, calm, smooth, rough. Smooth and rough, you're an oxymoron. Fresh and unnatural. Let's look at my personality, shall we? 1, 2, 3, 4, just get the card, 5, 6, and 7. So my future personality is looking a little bit like what I am now, just a little bit. Like I'm comical, timeless, quiet. I don't know what's going to change that's going to make me quiet, but I'm also eternal to go along with that timelessness. I'm going to be important, demanding, quietly demanding, and the best of the best, I'm going to be fuzzy. Ohno, let's look at your personality. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, running out of table, 7. Ohno, you are going to be dysfunctional, manly, extreme. Well, you're going to be a stunt person, so cosmic, innocent, smart, but also aged. Obviously, this will be in the future. Now that we know our personalities and jobs, let's look at what our goals are going to be in life in 10 years. To do this, we're going to use the card from the game Starflux, because this will be the future, and everything will be about space in the future, obviously. So each of these goals has a couple items and theme to them, so we're going to interpret them as we would see fit. So in the hat they go. Aiba, let's see what your goal is. This is your goal. Aiba, is there something you'd like to tell us? Your goal for the power of the dark side? We'll just see what my goal is then. My goal is... Really? Apparently as an intellectual, I'm only interested in lunar archaeology. Ohno, what's your goal? Why did you guys turn evil on me? Oh no, your goal is evil computer. But that computer controls the life support system. What have you two done? Well, you evil beings, let's see who you get married to. We're going to continue using Starflux. All of these Starflux cards are called keepers, and they have people or things on them because it's the future, and in the future, I'm pretty sure that there are no boundaries in who or what you get married to. So I'm just going to do the 1, 2, 3 again for us, so let's begin with Aiba, myself, Ohno. Aiba, you're going to marry a robot. Congratulations. How do you say that in binary? I'm feeling pretty good about this card. I'm going to marry the time traveler. And Ohno, obviously to help you with your goals of building an evil computer, you're going to marry an engineer. Like I said before, because this is the future, the proposal gift will probably be something a little unconventional. Once again, with more Starflux cards, Starflux is going to play a huge part in this prediction as well. Let's see how our future husbands propose to us. So Aiba, myself, are still this team because the proposal gift from Aiba's robot is the computer, which I'm guessing you two are going to team up to turn evil. My time traveler proposed to me with a laser pistol. Aw, it is true love. I know, Sean, your engineer proposed to you with a teleporter. Clearly, your husband is Scotty. Now, in any game of prediction of the future, one must predict what wedding dress color you wear, or not just dress, just what color your wedding apparel will be, because this is the future. Not everybody has to wear dresses. Maybe the groom wears dress. Who knows? You don't know. So to predict this, we're going to dive into the game Ticket to Ride and use the color train card. Aiba, myself, Ocha. Aiba, I'm pretty convinced you're evil now, as your dress color is black. I'm blue, and Ochan, you're orange. Going back to some apples to apples cards, we're going to predict where we all honeymoon with our darling husbands. Aiba, myself, Ochan. Aiba, I guess in order to get your evil plots afoot, you need to get out of the US and move to Mexico for your honeymoon at least. My time-traveling husband's gonna take me on a honeymoon in the universe. And Ochan, your honeymoon will be in New Orleans. Again, because this is the future, clearly no one actually lives on Earth anymore. That's where people go to visit for vacations and stuff. Where we actually live will be used with Starflux. So, let's see. Aiba, myself, Ochan. Aiba, you and your evil robot will live in an alien city somewhere. My time travel and I mean, we don't really have a permanent home, but if we had to pick somewhere, we'd go with a, distant planet. Away from you evil people. Engineers and stunt people, they need to live in a place where that makes sense, so you're gonna live in a space station. And before any of us would ever even think about having kids, we'd want to have a pet first. So let's see what our pet is. Aiba, myself, Ochan. Aiba, your pet is going to be chickens. I'm going to have some bad dog. Oh no, your pet, I'm assuming this because you're so freaking evil, is spiders. Now for the worst prediction ever, let's predict how many kids we'll have. We're going to be using Uno cards. Aiba, you and your evil robot will have 6 children, and I will have none. Yes. Ochan, I don't know what this means. You're gonna have a wild child, or wild, a number that is currently unknown or exceeds the amount that is, provided in the, deck. I don't know what this means. Interpret it as you wish, Ochan. We're used to the last of the apples to apples cards. This is the future, so I'm pretty sure everyone has some form of superpower. Aiba, me, Ochan. Aiba, your superpower is bungee jumping. My superpower is computers. Ha! You guys need me. Or maybe that's how I'll save the universe, by destroying your evil computer plot. So your superpower is getting a hug. Now that we're pretty much got everything settled in our future life, let's just kind of look at the overview. Let's do some interpretation of what our entirety of our lives is going to feel like. So to do that, we're going to be using the cards from the game Dixit. Aiba, myself, and Ochan. Aiba, this is what your future looks like. I'm going to say, with my divinationary mind, because you are evil, obviously, in the future, so you're going to have spies everywhere, and all of their eyes belong to you. My future looks like this. So clearly, I'm going to be so important that someone is going to carve my face into stone. This is what your future looks like. Ochan? Now to the sad part. Eventually, we will all die. That is a painful truth we cannot escape. So what better way to predict that than with the cards from Gloom? These are all of the death cards from Gloom. So let's see how we die. Aiba, myself, and Ochan. Aiba, I think in the end of your days you realize the error of your ways. Rhymes on purpose, not really. But apparently you were consumed from within. Apparently in the future there is no cure for measles, and I was overcome by the measles. I'm guessing because your superpower, Ochan, is getting a hug, that someone was trying to glomp you, but unfortunately you were pushed down the stairs. We have one more game to play. Predict. We're going to see which one of us lasts the longest. How we're going to do this, you may ask? We will be playing the game Suro. How does this game work? I'll show you. Each of us is represented with a dragon figure based on our color coding scheme. So this is Aiba, myself, and Ochan. Random. We will just place everybody, so let's do there and there. Now in this game there are these tile cards which have these strange designs on them, and you're supposed to be able to look at them and think, okay, I'm going to place you there, so you go woo, like that. But I will be taking each of these tile cards at random. I will not even look. I will just put them down in front. I cannot choose the way that they are placed, just however my hand flips it over in front of each dragon, and they will move, and we will see who lives the longest. So let's play. I died first! No! I am dead. You're the winner. Let's see how many tiles you last. And you're dead. So you lasted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm gonna go with that's 9 years after. So dang, I died pretty fast. That's not comforting at all. Dang those measles. So let's review what our lives have in store for them. Aiba, you will become a Democrat who is unnaturally and unusual. Your goal in life is the power of the dark side. You will marry a robot who proposes to you with the computer. You will wear a black wedding dress. You will honeymoon in Mexico and live in an alien city with your chickens and 6 children and a superpower of bungee jumping. Your whole life will be kind of controlling several people with your vase of eyes. And you will die from being consumed from within after I die. So you know you're still alive until I go. Then you gotta start worrying. After you're able to be an intellectual, which I already am, clearly. But I will be a comical, timeless, quiet, eternal, important, demanding, and fuzzy intellectual whose goal in life is lunar archaeology. And I will marry a time traveler who poses to me with a laser pistol. My wedding dress will be blue. We will honeymoon in the universe and settle down on a distant planet with our bad dogs and 0 children. Where my superpower, I will develop my superpower of computers. And my face will, be erected on a mountainside, where I will then later die of measles. The first one to go is me. John, you will become a stunt person who is smart, aged, dysfunctional, manly, extreme, cosmic, and innocent. Your goal in life is to obviously create the evil computer. And you'll marry an engineer who obviously will help you create that computer. And he proposed to you with a teleporter. You will marry in an orange wedding dress, honeymoon in New Orleans, live on a space station with your spiders and wild bug children with a superpower of getting a hug where you will later die after being swamped and pushed down the stairs. But you live the longest, so congratulations! I died first. So, that's our futures, Aiba and Ohno. Your next challenge is to do an epic pillow fight. I mean epic pillow fight. I will see you next time. Bye!
I don't even know what to start with. It's been so long. Oh dear Lord. Who's gonna have to fix all them? Me. You thinking of joining the dark side? I just moved my camera and it's upside down. No, it's not. I was really sad none of us got the expendable crewman or the bug-eyed monster, but can't win them all. That makes so much sense! For me at least. No kids! Yes! Sounds.